What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus live video. Today we have two regional top players. On the left side, we have Heroes Primite going up against one of the Centurion decks that ended up topping. Both these players were topping at the regionals here. This is going to be a regionals match. I should mention, I believe this was round 4 at table 1. I could be mistaken. Before we dive on in, don't forget to like, comment, share. It's a lot. We're on the road to 10K, and we need your guys' support. We are going to be seeing Heroes end up winning the die roll here. I believe we're going to be seeing a 7, and then we see an 8 on the hero side. So they're going to be able to choose to go first. Both these decks are quite good. If you guys have any interest in them, definitely check them out both on the channel. I know Centurion is gaining a lot more popularity, and the Primite hero deck is an original concept I have not seen before. It's a 60 card deck, and we are going to be waiting for the timer to start, and yeah, we're just kind of waiting here. But both these decks are really cool, that we are going to be seeing the timer start off now, and now Heroes will be going first. So we are going to be seeing a normal summon of a Stratos going to be activating its effects, letting us to search our deck, and that gives us access to a Ferris. And now what's really cool about that is that we can now discard the Denier, and lots of this deck is going to be just filled with a bunch of good cards. We see a Mourner being hit on the Ferris, making it so that we cannot set the increase from the deck. But we have so many different cards that we can actually play, that there's different engines that we can kind of go for. So, lots of good cards to continue in this combo. We could see potentially even the Dread making a Cross Crusader here. We are going to link away for the Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader will be able to activate the effects as well. We take the Ferris's life points because we are under Mourner, and we do see a Magnemite on that Denier, so we can't even bring it out off that Cross Crusader here. Magnemite will activate its effects, letting us search her in the end phase, and we see a E going to be searching for a hero, searching us for the elemental hero Neos. We then set one card, potentially a favorite contract, and then we're going to be seeing the Magnemite going to be searching the Druidworm on resolution during the end phase. So now we're going to be passing turn, and we draw. And what can we kind of continue off with this? We're going to be seeing a stand-up Centurion going to be activated here, and then we'll take a second to read this. If you have not read the Centurion cards, I definitely recommend to. These cards are very crazy, and they're going to be gaining more popularity being able to play through both mulch armies. We are going to be seeing a favorite stand-up going to be, or favorite contact going to be activated, which is why we did search for the elemental hero, and we're going to be able to put itself and the Denier that was banished back into the deck to go up into a DPE. This card is going to be excellent against this deck because it's going to be able to pop numerous times, but we do have that Druidworm in the hand that we have to be careful of. We're going to be seeing stand-up going to be active in effect, discarding a copy of Veiler, and they are going to go DP effect, popping the Cross Crusader to then pop the stand-up, hoping they have no other extender. So we do have a Druidworm, which can then banish the Cross Crusader, summon itself out, and we're going to be attempting to link away. So linking away for this is going to create the DP not going to be able to bring itself back out, which is why we ended up popping the Cross Crusader so that we did not get hit with that Druidworm, but regardless, still going to be able to play through it. We link away into a Seals and set 1 and then pass turn. So Heroes going to have to kind of have a little bit of catching up to do if they can even play through it. Losing that DPE, they're just going to pass turn on this, saying, I have nothing. Seals going to be able to beat that. So here we're hoping that they don't have another starter to kind of play through this and breaking on the hand traps. So we are going to be seeing a little bit of a think there, and it does not look like we can do anything, so we're going to pass turn once again. So now we have another opportunity to draw another card and kind of play through this, and do we have enough to take what it takes to break this board? We're going to be using a set 1 and passing on that as well. That's not going to look too good on the hero side, and we just normal summon a Veiler. So now we are going to be seeing the Centurion player going to be starting to try to play through this, so obviously not opening up a crazy starter, but having maybe something they can go for. So we're going to see them pass turn on this. I'm not exactly sure why we even normal summon that Veiler, maybe indicating that we have those hand traps, or saying I need another body on the field for next turn once we draw. So we are going to be seeing any call getting ashed with ease here, and then we are going to go Seals effect, attempting to bounce the Veiler to the hand so we can get the Seals effect in the graveyard. But we do have a Chain Monster Reborn, and that's going to be able to steal that Seals before it can activate the effect, and then we activate the Centurion Phalanx, which can then banish the Seals to bring it back out here. So then we go past turn, and we do go into a full roast, and that's going to let us now normal summon out a copy of Valor, and then we go up into an SP, giving us an additional draw as well, and they deal some damage. We're going to be banishing the DPE actually rather than dealing some damage. Now we see a Roto going to be activated there. That's going to be searching for a Denier. Then we're going to normal summon the Denier. Activating the effect, they're going to chain the SP to it. Is going to be putting back the DPE. And we do have a Fusion Destiny here, which can allow us to get that DPE right back by sending a Mali alongside a... not exactly sure where we're going to send here. We have the level 6, but it has to just be, I mean, we're going to be sending the Wing Karibo there. Okay. So we are going to go now up into that DPE. And this is like super crazy, you know, having these exact hands to be able to play through it. I love matchups like this where we're able to like change interactions and play a little bit of a grind game. And I really do like how Full Roast is able to be a little bit more scared and play a little bit more conservatively, which is quite nice. So we see DPE being brought back out onto the field here. And this can potentially deal with that SP quite well. Then we're going to see SP resolve, and we're just going to go effect of DPE, popping the Denier, popping the SP, and then pass turn. We do see an Embla Oath going to be activating the effect, and this is going to be a starter, placing the Primula into the Spell and Trap Card zone. We're now going to activate the Primula, and then we're going to be chaining the DPE, and they have the Imperm, the chain to stop that as well here. So now we're going to be placing the Trudea into the Spell and Trap Card zone, which is going to then activate the effect, summoning itself out. And they put it into their own Imperm column, which is now negated. That is rough. I mean, yeah, the hard punish, especially at a regionals level, is just horrible there. But they're like kind of say like, oh, what would have happened? But that's rough. We're going to see them activate the effect, placing the Gargoyle into the Spell and Trap Card zone. And then we're going to see Gargoyle summon himself out there, and that's going to allow us to go into a level 12. It's kind of cool that level 12s are like super accessible now, as well as, you know, we have a level 8 Searcher. But that's definitely what Centurion really needed. So we're going to go up into the Auxilia, which can then allow us to add back the Gargoyle, and then search for another stand-up. Stand-up can activate the effect, sending the Gargoyle once again, or a copy of Valor here, to then place the Attribute into the Spell and Trap Card zone. This can allow us to have an additional draw when it summons itself out, and then we draw into an Unknown. I didn't get to quite see it. We are playing quite a bit faster. We're going to go for the Gargoyle into the Spell and Trap Card zone. This is going to send the copy of the Trudea to summon himself out once again. And now we can link up into, or synchro up, I should say, into a the Legatia, which can then pop a card and then draw. Then we're going to go attack the guy, and that's just going to be game for that. So we do see the Centurion end up taking it game 1, a very long game 1, a back and forth with lots of hand tests. I think we saw 3 Valors on the side of Centurion there, and Ash Blossom, and then we saw, heroes being able to play summoning DPE twice, if not 3 times. I could be mistaken. But definitely some cool lines there if you guys have not seen Heroes been played before. It's definitely a really cool deck in the hands of JT, which is an amazing player. Shout out JT. Every time I see him play Heroes, I see lines I've never seen before. Quite nicely played. We did see Max there. I guess shout out Max as well for misplaying a bit, but it's fine. We all do it. But having that Imperm being set, letting us essentially not even negate that SP being blown up, making it so that it kind of seemed like a blank, and then doing it when you had that Oath. Very, very well played. You know, very technical plays. That's like, oh, I can lose my SP because I want my full combo to go off, and, you know, an SP is not going to really do anything. Yes, it does banish the DPE, but it's going to be always able to come back, which is going to be a problem for us. So, like, I'm going to be losing my SP for hopefully a winning of the next turn, which we did end up seeing working out for him, which is quite nice. But now we're going to be diving on him with Heroes going first. Once again, we do see a Prolia being dropped. So now if we do decide to normal summon, we are going to be getting punished by letting us draw 1 card. Ooh. But we do see an Ash Blossom going to be changed to that Prolia, allowing us saying no normal summons at all for you. And then they normal summon a Vion, and that's going to be getting hit with Ash itself. Now there's no hero in the graveyard to be able to banish to even search for a Polymerization, but we do have a Thrust, which can then activate, setting us, I think that was an Imperm, but I'm not exactly sure. It could also have been a D-Barrier. We're then just going to pass turn on that, and that's going to be A Lubellion going to activate its effects, letting us search for a Bestial here. And there is no darks in the graveyard other than Lubellion right now, which I don't think we're going to be banishing. We're going to normal summon out a copy of Trudea, placing herself in the spell and trap card. Zone to summon out the copy of Primula. Then we're going to see Primula going to be summoning itself out, searching for the stand up. And now we can go full combo. We're going to be seeing stand-up Centurion going to be activating its effect, discarding another Prelia there, allowing us to place the Gargoyle into the spell and trap card zone. And then we're going to be activating its effect, summoning itself out. We're going to activate D-Barrier here, calling Synchro, allowing us now to no longer be able to go up into any of the level 12s. But we do tag out the Gargoyle into that Lubellion here. Lubellion can then activate the effect, placing that branded regain onto the field. And now, once we find a way to get Magnemite into the graveyard, we're going to be having Magnemite every single turn. So we see the Lubellion as well as the Primula attack directly. Magnemite's going to activate the effect, making us go into that. Summoning itself out, being able to search, and then we're going to go up with using the Magnemite as well as the Lubellion, going up into a Seals here, and then Magnemite's going to be able to resolve, searching for the Baldric during the end phase. So now whenever our opponent summons a monster, we are going to go regain summon with the Magnemite, getting the Infinite Dragon Search here, and we're going to be seeing Heroes is going to admit defeat right away. Yeah, that's extremely rough when we ended up seeing Centurion have multiple hand traps and that continuous Dragon Search loop. Unfortunately, D-Barrier in our hand was just not enough. Ashing the Prelia and then getting hit with an Ash and, having a thrust is not going to really do us. You have to have another extender in the hand, and unfortunately, we didn't get to see it there. We didn't also get to see the Primite cards as well. Hopefully, I do have another video where we will be able to see it. But if you guys want to check out the deck profile, make sure you guys do that. It is on the channel. And huge shoutouts to both of these boys for topping the regionals. Before we leave the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to stay safe. Peace.